6:08 is the time right now. Parenting, it's tough, but add a pandemic to the mix, and I know the stress at your home is probably elevating right now. A new study shows it could have a bigger impact too on working moms compared to working dads, potentially wiping out all the progress women have made in the workplace. I want to go over to Kara Duffy now. Kara, there is some research backing this whole thing up, and in part, it looked at how much moms and dads are putting in time at the office right now. So what did they find?
Well, Ashley, this study found that moms, especially those with younger children, cut their hours 4 to 5 times more than dads during the first few months of the shutdown. The reason, most likely to have more time needed to care for their kids with schools and daycares on lockdown. It's a reality, though, that some families say they are still dealing with today. This is now the new norm for Christina Nicholson, juggling her duties as a mom of 3 and the owner of the PR agency Media Maven and podcast Clout.
Before the pandemic, when the kids were in school or in camp or in daycare, I could work 7, 8, 9 hours a day, no problem. Now I can't work longer than an hour at a time. The longest stretch I get is when the baby is having a nap.
Nicholson says she went from averaging 40 to 50 hours a week to about 10 to 20.
I went into this in March thinking I could do the same thing the way I used to, and I quickly learned I could not. And that's when I got very stressed out and very overwhelmed.
She isn't alone. Other moms like Crystal Oliveros can relate as she newly navigates the pandemic and co-parenting.
The days I have kids I'm definitely reduced by 3 hours a day, easily.
There's now new research to back it up. A study from Washington University in St. Louis found that between February and April of this year, dads continued to put in 40 hours of work a week, while moms lost an average of about 2 hours a week.
I think it's just in our natural blood. I don't think we have it any other way. Just some moms like me tend to be like, no, I got it, and I'll rearrange my whole life.
Both these moms taking it one day at a time as they learn to adjust.
I've had to my expectations were here and I had to bring them down here, because if not, you'll go crazy.
Yeah, and researchers found that because of the scale back in hours for working moms, it could widen the gender work gap by up to 50%, potentially threatening to roll back decades of progress when it comes to women in the workforce. Chris?